What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 110, and we start today's episode off with some player training here for Suso, Mastor and Capello as well, for having two international friendlies with Canada, one against the United States of America, which I was really hoping we would win, but sadly we lost, and the second one, which was against Brazil, which we also lost. But despite losing these two international friendlies, I couldn't resist but go and check the star rating of Canada's team now since we took over, and it's now a 3.5 star nation, so we're making some progress. I mean, we're into our 5th season now. We've only got half a star, but we're making some very slow but steady progress. So it's a 3.5 star now, and I don't know how good we'll make Canada before the series is over. I'm hoping for around 4 to 4.5 star. If we can do that, I'll really be pleased, but it'll still be very hard work, I'm sure. But we take on Frosinone for the first of 3 games in today's episode here in the Serie A, coming on the back of that very disappointing draw against Sampdoria in our last episode, which finished 0-0. I said in that game, our first home game since joining Milan, I was very disappointed. We spent £69.5 million on new talent. We should not be having goalless draws against Sampdoria at home. So coming to this game here against Frosinone away from home, we had to return to winning ways, like our last away game, which is the first game of the new adventure with Milan, where we beat Lazio by a goal to 0. So taking on Frosinone, it had to get the win in this one. First couple of chances did fall to us, but it was still goalless. But in the 14th minute here, Ryan Tyler sends Fakir down the left-hand side. He plays it inside towards Anthony Martial, and he didn't score against Sampdoria on his debut, but he does score here, and our new striker gets his first goal in a Milan shirt, and the French striker makes it Frosinone 0, Milan 1. So great ball by Ryan Tyler, lovely ball by Fakir, and Anthony Martial. He's our number 9 this season. I've given him that jersey. I want him to bang in the goals this season. He didn't score against Sampdoria, but he does score here, 15 minutes into his away debut, if you will, for Milan, and makes it Frosinone 0, Milan 1. So really pleased to take the lead in this game. Martial's first in a Milan shirt, and for £3.5 million plus backer, I require him to score at least 10 goals this season at least. I'm targeting 15 to 20, but either way, good to get his first goal for the club, and a really nice finish there. We could have made it 2-0 in the 41st minute, but the goalkeeper made an absolutely fantastic save. What a stop that was, and it was still 1-0, but it's really action-packed first half, unlike this year's FIFA really, loads of chances going on. But in the second half, not much is really happening here until the 64th minute, when Fakir found Bonaventura, who played a brilliant through ball inside towards Anthony Martial, and for the second time in the game, the French striker finds the back of the net, celebrates in front of the home crowd, and gets his second goal in a Milan shirt. So home side give the ball away, lovely ball by Fakir, great little inside pass by Bonaventura, and what a great finish by Martial as well, with the left foot, the weaker foot, putting it into the back of the net, and getting his second goal in a Milan shirt, both in the same game. It was how the game would finish as well. Final score, Frosinone 0, Milan 2. Martial getting a double and his first brace in a Milan shirt as he gets goals number 1 and 2 for his new club. So really pleased with that. I felt we deserved the win as well. The home side didn't play too badly, but I thought we were the far better side, in all honesty, and did deserve the 3 points. So Martial getting his first goals for the club, and again, for £3.5 million plus backer, it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but we're putting all of our faith in this guy this year. You know, we brought Locadia, but he's only good enough for the bench. Fakir's playing in the attacking midfield role. He's our out-and-out striker this year. He needs to score quite a few goals, and I'm glad he's got 2 goals already in 2 games. We take on Dundee United, though, for the second game of today's episode here, in our first Champions League game with Milan. Now, in our Champions League group, we've been drawn against Dundee United, the Scottish side, PSG, the French side, and Galatasaray, the Turkish side, and that is not an easy group. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dundee United, we should be able to beat home and away, no disrespect to them. But as for Galatasaray, you know, that could be a really tricky tie away in Turkey, and the home leg could be tough too. And against PSG as well, the French side, they will be favourites to top this group. It's going to be a tough group for us to get out of, and those games against Galatasaray could be crucial. We're taking on Dundee United, though, for the second game of today's episode here, and our first European game in charge of Milan. You may notice as well, Vergara right now, who's an AI signing, is wearing a number 6. That's, of course, Baresi's retired jersey. He was automatically given that when I came into the club, so I'll change it as soon as I remember, and sign him something which is not retired. But still, taking on Dundee United here away at Tannadice in Scotland. First couple of chances fell to us. First a great save by Zwick, the goalkeeper, and then El Shaarawy shot going just wide at the post from a free kick. Then Locadia was denied his first goal for the club after a lovely passing move by another great save by the goalkeeper. And then on the stroke of half-time, we concede for the first time in charge of Milan. And how about this for a real stroke of bad luck? Dundee United get the goal, but just watch this from the corner. It's just swung into the centre here. The header takes a deflection. It's going wide, and you you'll see it from this angle, but Muslera, our Uruguayan goalkeeper, keeps the ball in play when it was going out harmlessly for a goal kick and gives it back to Sutar, the number 4, who it deflected off of and was going out for a goal kick, who just scissor kicks the ball into the back of the net with Muslera on the ground to give the home side a shock lead going into the break as he makes it Dundee United 1, Milan 0. So Dundee United taking the lead in this game away at Tannadice in Scotland, and I was absolutely fuming. But the goalkeeper for Dundee United, though, was playing absolutely fantastically well. Zwick was having a stormer for them. Another great save there, and another good one here as well to stop this header from looping into the back of the net as he turns it behind for a corner. And a final chance to get would fall here in the 87th minute. Montalivo swings this corner into the centre, looks for Martial off the bench, but the header goes wide at the post and behind for a goal kick, and that was also how the game would finish as well. Final score, full-time result, Dundee United 1, Milan 0, and it is the first time in a very, very long time where I've had an embarrassing result in this series, but here you go, proof that I'm human. Embarrassingly, it's a humiliating defeat. It really is a humiliating defeat because, with all due respect to Dundee United, I've seen them play before, they're not the best side, and in the Scottish Premier League right now, I'm pretty sure they're towards the bottom of the table if they're not already bottom right now. And in the game, I do take the point that anything can happen, but the fact of the matter is, we should not be losing that game, away from home or not. I saw that game as a banker for us. We spent £69.5 million on new talent for Milan. We should not lose to Dundee United, home or away. So I was absolutely fuming about that, and that's a huge loss for us too, because that's the first game of our Champions League group. We've got games against Galatasaray and PSG to come before the halfway stage. To lose the first one against the side that I saw as a banker, that's a massive, massive blow and a big loss for us. And that puts us at a huge disadvantage now going into the second and third games of our Champions League group. So returning home here to Italy, or returning back to the San Siro for this game against Udinese here, we had to return to winning ways and get ourselves our first home victory of the new stint here with Milan. As we took on Udinese here, the first chance did fall to us. We dragged a shot wide at the post, but in the 15th minute, we would open the scoring with Nabil Fekir scoring his first goal for the club. The number 10 receives the ball from Donnarumma, takes it around one defender, then fake shots to hold off another, and it's a great finish into the back of the net as he makes it 1-0 to Milan. So the Frenchman does open the scoring here. He gets the goal, and our number 10 does score his first goal for the club. So Milan 1, Udinese 0, and I was just fuming after the Dundee United game. I played this one directly after, and I thought to myself, if I don't win this game, seriously, I'm just going to be livid, and I'll be embarrassed to put out this episode on YouTube. So we 1-0 up in this game already was fantastic, and straight from kickoff, we hustled Udinese, played high press, won the ball back, Donnarumma gets on it again, and once again, it's that same combination. Donnarumma into Fekir. Fekir takes his time, takes it around the last defender, and puts the ball into the back of the net to take us 2 goals up. So Milan 2, Udinese 0, another assist for Pirlo's region, Donnarumma. Lovely ball inside, great couple of touches by Fekir, and a wonderful finish as well, right into the roof of the net, into the top corner, and it is Milan 2, Udinese 0. So Fekir with a double inside 4 in-game minutes there, and 90 minutes in, we are 2 goals up. And in the 25th minute here, we go on the break as Muslera catches this corner, still in goal after that disappointing game against Dundee United, where his howler allowed Dundee United to have the winning goal of the game. He throws the ball long, we go up the pitch, Fekir finds Ryan Talla down the left-hand side, he cuts inside and shoots on his weaker right foot, and Marco Ryan Talla scores his first goal in a Milan shirt as he curls the ball into the top corner, and just before the 29th minute mark, gets to celebrate his first ever Milan goal. So he's been given a captain's armband. He's Milan's most expensive ever transfer. The previous would have been Rui Costa at around £33.5 million, I think it was. Ryan Talla now the most expensive at £40 million, and he does make it 3-0 to Milan here inside the opening half an hour. So we just had to respond in this game. I was expecting nothing other and accepting nothing other than a win in this game, and a dominant one as well. To be 3 goals up in this game, 30 minutes in, and almost making it 4 here for El Shaarawy in the 32nd minute was fantastic to see. So Udinese in this game have completely dominated possession, had a really high pass accuracy as per usual in the games against the opposition on the AI and Legendary, but in this game we were playing far better and looking really, really good. But of course, whenever something like that happens, whenever something like that is said by me, usually something disastrous is right around the corner, and that's exactly what happens here just a few minutes after the restart, because our new star striker Anthony Martial, who scored 2 goals in his second appearance for the club away at Frosinone, goes up for a header here after a wicked Ryan Talla cross, hits the deck, clutches his leg, and sadly for us has to leave the pitch. So Anthony Martial goes off injured, Lecadia comes on. How long is Martial's injury going to be? We'll find out tomorrow in the next episode. So absolutely gutted about that. He hadn't scored in this game or anything, but was looking quite lively, and now to be injured and leaving the pitch, that is very, very worrying indeed. And I hope Martial's not injured for a long time because he is crucial. But anyway, he's still 3-0 in this game, and later on we almost made it 4. Lacadia off the bench almost got his first goal for the club. Lovely little chip ball inside, but what a stop this is by the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic save, and he keeps it at 3-0. And from the resulting corner, El Shaarawy crossed the ball into the centre. Ryan Tala has a free header, but he can't get his second goal of the game that goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick. But it was how the game would finish. The final chance would fall from this free kick in stoppage time. Marco the Magician goes for range for an absolute mile out from a free kick, almost scores a wonder goal. But it's a great save by the goalkeeper though, and he turns it behind for a corner. But it was how the game would finish. Final score, Milan 3, Udinese 0. We had to return to winning ways. We had to get our first win at the San Siro in charge of Milan. 2 for Fekir, 1 for Ryan Tala. The new signings are all scoring goals in this episode, but one of them is injured and hopefully not for a long time. But that does end today's episode of Career Mode, guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of Career Mode, then please do leave a like, so it's of course much appreciated, and of course it really helps my channel out as well. You don't have to leave a like if you don't want to, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.